after 1.5 years of living in our caravan, it's a little bit more lived in than it was when we first showed you through, and now we even got Mark to do a tour of the outside.
Can't do it. What? You got the grip sport?
We're the Aussie Lappers, a family of 5 travelling around Australia after letting go, donating and selling 95% of our belongings in 2016. We bought a 1982 Jayco caravan, started homeschooling our 3 kids and left our hometown and family behind. After completing our first lap of Australia, we returned to our hometown of Noosa, sold our house, rented a furnished dream house and put the kids back in school. It didn't take long for house life to wear on us. So in January 2019, we bought a brand new caravan and set off around Australia for our second lap. In 2019, we showed you through our brand new caravan. It was very fresh and very unlived in. So now we thought we'd update our caravan tour to give you what it looks like after living in it, doing a lap in it for 18 months. So this is what it looks like with a full-time travelling family of 5 and what it looks like 18 months down the track.
This is our van.
This is
the tow bar. Put that on the back of your car.
That's it,
The draw bar, you put that on there. It's a New Age Rodale adventure pack that we have. Has 600 kilo payload, which is pretty good for a van. It's 19 foot inside. Probably about 23 foot outside, you reckon? From draw bar to the back bar. It'll probably be about 23 foot. I haven't measured it, but I reckon it'll be about that size. Yeah. Okay, then we got the trailer, mate.
okay.
Jack. So instead of having your jockey wheel to wind, this is like a hydraulic jack. That makes it a lot easier to get your van on and off. Oh, that's just to hold this down. Let's have that on there to keep the handle down so it doesn't get rusty in there. 2 gas bottles, 9 kilos. Oh, then we got a cage in here. We got the grey water hose we store in here. All the hose that goes on the drawbar there. Checker plate front, with the stone chips, which is good. Tap around here, drawbar tap, which is handy if the kids have got a sand on them so they can wash themselves off. And this roll up hose, coil hose, which is good to wash yourself off. Coil hose, packs up nice and small. Got your normal hose on there if you want to wash your feet or your car. You can run that off your tanks too. And we've recently installed the Grip Sport bike rack that we never had before. So this is a new addition. It makes it so much easier for loading your bike. So you can put 4 on here, 4 of these things. We've only got the 1 bike on here at the moment. That folds down. For that, you put your bikes on. The front wheel goes in the hoop, back wheel in there, and then the opposite to the next bike. So the front wheel will be here, back wheel there, and then this bike's front wheel here, so the handlebars don't hit together. And then you just lift this bar up, slide that goes on and hooks over your top bar of your bike, and then the strap goes on. So you just pull down that tight, and that's it, done. And it does tilt, so you can tilt it like up if you had a expander van. Oh, this is where your 15 amp lead plugs on, the circuit breaker, so if something shorts out in the van, should trip that, stop everything burning down. And then in the front we have a full tunnel boot. It goes right through, but you can't see, but that goes right through the other side. Got your breakaway battery in here, light at night time, barbecue in there, and then we just got hoses, awning stuff. And then we have another tunnel boot, but this one only goes halfway, and that's full too. Privacy screen, snorkels, more of the Grip Sport wrap, and that goes halfway through. Then you got your hot water system here. So this will run on gas and 240. Oh, that's just your hot water pressure switch. That's the gas. That's all your solenoids for your gas. Reset button. Okay. And then here we have 2 filler tanks for each tank, 1 for each tank. So we have 2 110 litre tanks. So it's a total of 220 litres. So you got separate fillers for each tank, which makes it a lot easier to fill up, and you fill them up a lot quicker. And trying to fill 2 tanks through the 1 filler, you get lots of airlocks and stuff in there. And then the mains connect onto here. Rims, got 16-inch alloy rims, electric drum brake. It has independent suspension, so it's independent but it's torsion bar. I think it's an Elco brand. There's a water tank there, 1 water tank, so it's 110 litres. Drain there if you want to clean your tanks out. It's been pretty good. So instead of the springs, leaf springs like a lot of vans have on, it has a big torsion bar in that bar there. The vents for the fridge on there, that's for when it's exhaust for when it's running on gas fridge, so it can vent the heat out. And another vent up the top there for the freezer. 3 windows for bunks, so it's mason's bed, Arnie's and Marley's, so they're a lot bigger than normal bunk beds. Usually you have like little windows here, if the bunks run across the back, but the bunks run down the side, right down here. So they have a lot bigger window, so it's a bit cooler for them. Oh, and you can put another sail in there, like another awning if you want to put a bit of shade over this side of the van. It runs along there, we don't have it, but only got one solar panel on the top. Have a 150 watt solar panel on the roof. Oh, this is the drain. So normally grey water hose goes on there. If you're a van park, goes down into a sink. That's where all your grey water for your shower sink comes out. On the back, it's got spare wheel, rear bar. But we had this bike rack on the back before we had the grip sport. So Mason and the Marley's bike used to sit on here, and I just mounted that probably for the weather. It sits on top of the spare wheel. Oh, reverse camera on the back. That's a safety day reverse camera. So if you're backing up into a park, it's a lot easier to see behind. Plus when you're driving along the road, if you have it on the camera on the back, you can see what cars are behind you, good for overtaking, easy. We're looking to put jerry can holders on here. I can't find any bolt-on ones. So online you can get them, but I need them to go on here. If anyone knows a brand or type that just bolt on, clamp onto there, instead of welding them on like they all seem to want, welded on. Carefree awning, it's okay, broken a couple of times in strong wind, but you just got to peg it down. If it gets windy, pack it away. The radio's blowing right over the other side of the van in the wind when you run home. Toilet, just how you change your toilet when it's full. Pull that out under the door. It's a 10-foot toilet. That cartridge just slides out. You just pull that lever up and that whole thing will slide out. So you don't get any poop or anything on you. That's just a rag I use to wipe the, if it gets wet when you're washing it out. That also runs off mains and it has a little pump. There's a little pump in there. You probably can't see it. There's a little pump in there. If you're free camping, it runs off the tank as well. And then we have 2 outdoor speakers. You can either have outside or inside. 240 volt outlet for outside if you want to run power up your stove or electric fry pan we usually use out here. Charge your phones or run 12 volt stuff. And another external aerial point. Some caravan parks have their own aerial you can plug in. The reception pad. So there's one there, there's another one on the other side as well. And then drop down table, which is good on the outside. Outside light up there, which switches inside, and then also you have a blue light there for outside. You turn, and then you just have a little blue one, little blue light in there so you can get the handle. Double 2 steps. In a lot of them only have the 1 step, and then everyone has that other step that they buy. But this is a 2 steps. Hold in, put for 200 kilos. We have a split door, so that's the outside bit. That's the screen, and those two just join together. Like that, so it becomes one door, closes like that. It's one door, then if you want to split it, you just pull this little lever here, pull that handle, that splits the door in half, then you got screen. When we picked the caravan up, the guy told me this is how you close the door. Like that. And I'm like, it's not going to last shutting it like that. There's only plastic hinges here with the metal going on it, with metal on it. So instead of slamming the door shut, just hold the handle up like that. Push the door in, let the handle go shut. To save a lot of frustration if you're living in it full time and kids in and out, slamming door, slamming door, slamming door. Eventually the door won't shut.
I know we just got slammed in. Okay, continue.
Now this is the other side, pretty much the same as the other side. This is another storage tunnel boot. It only goes halfway as well. There's heaps of storage in this van. Paul Mason's toys and caravan levels we have in there. That only goes halfway through though.
Yeah, they're good.
And then this is the other side of the tunnel boot on the other side that goes right the way through. Right through to the other side. That's it.
Oh my gosh, hi guys! Okay, it's 1.5 years on from living in our van, and we thought that we would show you what our van looks like now after 1.5 years of living in it. Come on in! Now, it looks a little different because we've been living in it for 3 years. It's a little bit more homey, it's a little bit more lived in. Come into our caravan. So, if you saw our video from 1.5 years ago, the tour was when we hadn't really lived in it very long and it wasn't really worn in and we hadn't made it into a home. Now we've made it a home. Welcome to our bed. So this is the bed. The bed still has a grey blanket on it because we like the grey blanket, but we've added a couple of extra things. We've added these because there's actually a point. These lights at night and these USBs, hot tip. These USBs have a little light. There's a little blue light. So when you're sleeping, it's a little blue. It's a little blue light and it's a little annoying, so we put these hats. They not only look really smaxy, they are actually practical. They actually serve a purpose, and they hide all the cords. So yay for that. Still loving the bed, still loving it. However, we have, this is actually like this for a reason, like this, because with your bed, what happens is everybody walking in all the time scuffs. So what we found is having these, and PS, not prepared to have brown walls. So you've got to kind of live with that. I'm just going to close the door so the wind's not in. So what we found is having the blankets laying over actually protects this, but wait, there's more. The mattresses that caravans come with, they're not meant for full-timers. They're meant for weekenders, and maybe 3 times a year. You can kind of deal with it for a weekend, not for a whole year and a half. So we have, ta-da! We got this koala mattress, which is like, oh my god, it's so good. And it's perfect. It came all rolled up. It was amazing. So that's that. Another little thing that we've added, we actually didn't add, we just found this hook. There is a little hook behind here that holds our bag underneath the TV. And so this, my bag has become decoration. Hot tip, when you live in a caravan full time, the stuff that's on your person becomes like the decorations, like your bag, like your hats. So don't buy boring bags. Buy like fun bags that are your personality. I didn't show you the TV last time. The TV we can have when we have no power because it operates off 12 volt. Okay, so that's the bedroom. I've added some crystals over here because in a caravan you're actually around a lot of cords that in really close proximity when you're sleeping. Like there's lots of cords, and I've charged my phone there. You can't really put your phone in the other room to charge it because there's no other rooms. Okay, so that brings us into our lounge room. Welcome to our lounge room. I have to say, I've been watching van life stuff, and at every van that I see these green pretties in, oh my god. It's not practical, but however, maybe it is, because look what's behind here, a little PowerPoint. And it's there hiding the PowerPoint, so it looks way better. So we've got these 2 cushions. Now, one of my clients, Shona, oh my god, Shona actually, she has this service where she calls it room by room, and she helps you like come up with amazing styles. She helped us source this mattress and these pillows and these things. I went a little rogue and I just bought that. And we've got this beautiful basket. It's like all the little touches that you're gonna have anyway, make sure that they're like a decoration. So we've got these pillows. These are from like the Zanzui, and I love because they're like nice and natural. I really feel like I'm just showing you all the homey touches that we've made. Well, this is from one of my previous clients, Brenda, who's an artist. And then this I bought from a lady that travelled around Australia, and I saw it in a photo when she was travelling around Australia. I was like, oh my god, I love that so much. And I actually use it. Hot tip. Again, everything is practical. I use it for cords and stuff. Couch is still big enough we can all 5. We've got a little system that we all sit on it. Storage wise, we've changed what's in the cupboard. So now this is for our snack cupboard. It has all of our snacks and things like that in it. Snacky kind of, and cans. All the cans, like long-term food and snacks. Still all of our stuff is in that. That's obviously still the battery. That's got the battery in it. Mason's earphones, the whole battery setup, the solar power, hot water system, all those plugs. Okay, so let's show you the kitchen. So clearly everything's a lot more lived in. It still looks relatively the same. A couple of additions that we've made. We still don't use the oven. I think it's just still for storage. We eat out a lot, so we're not really regular kind of van lifers. But if we do cook, most of the time Mark's cooking on the Weber, which we have one now. That's all of our, we've got lights, we've got exhaust fan, the whole thing. What have we got in here? Okay, so we've changed all of our storage of all the stuff for all of the things that we've got. So we've got, this is just coffees and peanut butter and spread. This is the magic cupboard of, oh my god, I'm starting to make this really famous. This is really good for relaxing. It's called the Lover's Latte, but it makes me super tired. And we've got these collagen things, all these really good stuff. Happy Way stuff. I've got some protein. So the girls love smoothies. So that's kind of our smoothie situation. And that's the overflow of the smoothie situation. Pretty much takes up a lot of real estate. Still heaps of Tupperware in there. Still really messy. Our sink is so beautiful. I still love our sink. It's huge. It's really deep. Still get our water, which is amazing. I really notice it when we don't have a water. P.S. I don't sell it. A lot of people ask me if I sell it. But message me if you want to know where you can get yourself one. It's a Kangen water, so all of our water is alkaline. And it makes us feel really energetic, as you can tell. So, coming on over here, microwave still is amazing, still is pretty much like a regular microwave. Now we have this little section here, which I highly suggest you won't get one of these things, because otherwise you kind of like feel like there's cords everywhere in your one tiny little spot. It keeps everything really contained. So we've got our smoothie maker here, we've got an espresso thing here because we love coffee. We did not have one of these at the start, and we were just relying on getting takeaway coffee all the time, and it didn't really kind of work. So we've got the frother, obviously, and we've got the Nespresso thing here, which we love, and we've just switched to black coffee. So there's that. Okay, still got all of the cutlery. This is where we have all the takeaway keep cup lids, because most of our cups are keep cups now. This is all of our utensils, as per usual normal people. Now these little things are really cute. These go with these little coconut balls we've added to our situation. Now, oh my god, these we got from Kmart because they look real and they look really pretty and they look like, I don't know, like ceramic stuff, and they look really pretty and they don't look like basic plastic bowls. Now we got these little things and they go like this. Oh my god, look at that. So the girls make their little smoothie bowls and take Instagram photos. This is still a tech drawer and this is still messy. Let me take you over to here. We have this situation here. So, alright, we've got a bin that we couldn't find any bins that would like fit in here. It may or may not be a cider carton holder. This is cereals, mueslis, all the stuff, and I love how it's got a little step up here. You know, really usable space. We've got a lot of cleaning stuff, possibly some Baileys, possibly some Bacardi. Okay, let's take you to the fridge. Isn't it messy? So Tani is now in university. So this is her study planner, and still got the map from our second lap of Australia, because we've already done one lap of Australia in this caravan, and when we did the last video we had not done a lap. So this is the freezer, so we've got all of our cool stuff. Still loving that. It clicks the fridge, all the things, everything you could possibly need. That's the regular close. When we close it, when we're about to drive. Then come in here for the kids' bedroom. So we've got Mason's bed, Tani's bed, Amali's bed. Tani is the oldest, she is nearly 17. Amali is nearly 14. We have teenage girls, we travel as teenage girls. Here's the thing. We don't go off-grid, mainly because our kids don't play with sticks anymore. So we would, maybe, if our kids play with sticks a bit more. And this is Mason's. He will give you a little bit of a tour. Go, let's go.
Amazing. We got my Nintendo Switch stored up there, and that. It's a screen. You block the blinding sun, and just twist those backwards to turn them up or loosen them. So, and you just do that to lock it on to there, and then yeah.
Okay, that's his little tour. We still need a bit more of a storage system. We have an upgrade from last time. Last time it was everything was stuffed in there. We've upgraded to Corona boxes because they fit perfectly. Oh my god. We've got all this stylish stuff and we've still got Corona boxes. They're the only ones that we can find to fix. Shona is trying to find something that's going to fit this space. But for now, Corona boxes do the job just fine. Now, coming to the bathroom, I'm so excited. We have Tessellate towels. Pretty much everyone that travels has Tessellate towels. We just literally just got these now, because when we had all the big towels in here, it felt like the wall of towels. This is Mark's little spot, you know, so he's got his shower bag, so he still goes for most of the time if we're in a caravan park, we'll still go for a shower even though we have ours. I don't know why, maybe it's just ritual. We may have little motivational sticky notes on here. But when they're looking and brushing their teeth It says, you are beautiful, you are loved, you are lovable, you are loved. The last thing, oh, the toilet. Still an amazing toilet. Is it dirty? Is it clean? That's pretty good. So still the toilet is amazing. We love that because it's very convenient. Bathroom, it's so big and it feels like you're in a regular shower. It's always clean compared to carrier clothes if you go to a shower. We can miss. All in all, it's like 1.5 years, like a year and a half living in our caravan. We've loved this space, we've loved our caravan, we've put a couple more touches in. It's obviously more lived in, but we're really super happy with it. And we hope you like our little house and all the little touches that we've done to it. They're so cute. It makes it look more homey and more cute. Do you like doing it?
That's hard work. It's hard to talk to a camera because of this phone.
I know, it just like doesn't talk back to you.
No, it doesn't.
You just gotta pretend they're there. And you're just talking back to them. But there you go. We hope you liked our van and we hope you love all the little touches that we've put onto it because we've been living with it full time now. So there you go. I don't know what to say. I wanted to have like extra stuff.
Let's get on the floor.
Okay. There's the fire. That's what you do when you can't have a campfire. You have a citronella candle. Wow. Look at the background. It's so pretty. Alright, we're done. Aussie Lappers out.